Hey, what's going on, nerds? R2 here. I'm here with another Cheapest Chips pickup video. Went to a different store than the last one, and the company is just absolutely blowing it out of the water, knocking it out of the park, kicking it in the nuts with their selection of Blu-rays and DVDs, all for 90% of $5 each. It's a very similar setup to the way Dollar Tree and Family Dollar do theirs in the States. So, you know, because we don't have Family Dollar or Dollar Tree over here in Australia, it's awesome that we've at least got this. And I mean, $5 Aussie for a brand new movie, whether it's on Blu-ray or DVD, is a pretty damn good deal, I think, over here. So, and a lot of these movies I just will never find anywhere else. So it's really cool with the selection they've got there. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of a stack there. So let's just get straight into it. Okay, so the first one I got is Audrey Rose. It's a Cinema Cult release, which is absolutely fantastic to find a Cinema Cult release on Blu-ray there. And as you can see, all the price stickers are still on them, so I haven't unwrapped them or anything like that. And to find it with the slipcover is awesome. Now, I gotta know what this is. I think it's definitely a horror of some description, but it's another Cinema Cult release that I don't have, and just looks pretty cool. Anthony Hopkins is in it, so yeah, it might be alright. Really stoked to find this one in there. A Hammer release, which I've got a few of these, but not one on Blu-ray. I don't have any of them on Blu-ray. So this one's Dracula, Prince of Darkness. I believe I've seen this one because I have seen quite a few of these. I was watching them in release order, starting all the way with The Abominable Snowman, which there was one scene in that really freaked me out, but yeah, I don't know which one this is. I think this is the second or the third one. Does it say? Yeah, it doesn't really. I don't know if it says on the back there. But this is yeah, this is a really good one. If it's the one I'm thinking of, and I don't think it has Peter Cushing in it. I think it's got that other random guy in it that ends up killing Dracula. But that's cool to find that for $5. It's got like 3 discs or something in there, or at least the DVD and the Blu-ray, so that's pretty cool. And it's a Shock one as well, so it's Shock Entertainment, which is an awesome Australian company. So yeah, Dracula, Prince of Darkness. This is fantastic. Yeah, Birdemic. Monster Pictures. So I don't know why they're... I mean, I'm glad they've released this one. I don't know why they would, but I guess there's people like me that will buy it, and that's why they're doing it. But I didn't even think this was released in Australia on DVD, let alone having it on Blu-ray. And it's a fairly recent release too, I believe, because when I was talking to a few other collectors out there, they didn't even know it was out. And I certainly didn't know, and I'm trying to follow Monster Pictures as much as I can, so want to get their entire release or the entire collection. But I mean, we all know this movie is absolutely fucking horrible, and I'd never seen it before. I've only seen people talk about it and clips here and there, but I really can't wait to check this out. But I want to watch it with people in the room. I don't want to be the only one watching it, because then it's not as sad. But I definitely want to check this out. I know it's a horrible film. The special effects in it are just I don't know, they're just the next level. But that's Birdemic, Shock and Terror. I don't know if this is the first one or not. I think this is the first one. I don't know, but it's Birdemic anyway. It's got to be horrible. Another Cinema Cult release, The Replacement Killers. What an absolute fucking magic film. This movie is so good. I haven't seen it in a while though, so I need to definitely revisit it soon. It's got Chow Yun-fat, Mira Sorvino, and Michael Rooker, so that's an awesome cast. Can't wait to check that out. Good action. Speaking of action, Dolph Lundgren in Red Scorpion. I'm pretty sure I've got this on DVD, but it's a Monster Pictures release again, so I don't know what's going on there. I thought they just did horror, but I'm so glad they did, because this movie is fucking great. What year? Again, the sticker on the back's covering up the year, but I want to say it's definitely late 80s for sure. But it's awesome. It's awesome. I'm pretty sure he's like a sleeper agent or something, or at least they train him up and then he sort of goes rogue or something. I can't remember, but I know it was wicked. It's just a typical Dolph Lundgren action film. Sweet Karma, a dominatrix story. I don't really know what this is at all, but it looked creepy. And it's a 3D movie. Ah, shit. Has this got the 2D on it as well? Oh, sweet, yeah, it has the 2D version on it as well. It's a Mandela film, so it's another one of those sort of, for lack of a better term, it's an independent sort of low-budget production company, I'm pretty sure, that release just, you know, movies that nobody else will. But I'm glad they do, because it's the sort of movies that I love. I don't know what this is. It's like an erotic thriller. And I'm glad there's a 2D version in there, because I didn't even see that it's 3D, so yeah, cool. Another one from Mandela. Is it Mandela? Yeah, it is Mendell. That's right. Called Roommate Wanted. Alexa Vega sounds familiar. I think I've seen her in a few other random sort of B-grade sort of movies like this. Yeah, I think it's just another sort of horror thriller, erotica type jobby. I don't know anything about it, but yeah, for $5 I'll watch it one day. And I really wanted to see this movie, and I've never seen it before, and it just looks so stupid, but it looks awesome. So I had to pick it up. There's a few cool people in it, but that I've sort of seen in rando films before. Monster Trucks for $5. I don't care. I want to check this out. It just looks awesome. I saw the trailer at the cinema, and I thought this looks just entertaining. It's a Nickelodeon film apparently too, so that's always a plus. I do like my Nickelodeon films, but yeah, why not give it a go? Haven't seen any of these. I mean, this is a semi sort of, you know, high production movie. To have a cinema release, I'm sure a lot of those other ones I'm going to show don't have cinema releases. So to have a cinema release title in this lot, it's pretty rare. So happy to, you know, at least watch it once and support them. Now I'm going to move into the DVDs because I've got quite a lot. First one is the Monster Pictures. Surprise, surprise. Community. Just part animal, part cannibal, all monster. Yeah, just looks like some sort of horror. I don't know. It's definitely a horror, but again, it's from Monster Pictures, so I'm going to pick it up. Another one from Monster Pictures called The Jungle. The tagline here is cool. A new predator is on the hunt, so yeah, we shall see. It'll be like a cheesy Predator knockoff, I'm guessing, so yeah, The Jungle. Another Monster Pictures. Hey, The Mirror. That cover looks creepy. A ghostly type supernatural horror from England. It's a British film, and I think it's a found footage movie if I remember correctly. So yeah, might be cool. Found footage movies, I know they can be pretty bad, but they creep the fuck out of me. I'm always on edge when I'm watching found footage movies, but I like them. Darling is the next one. Another horror themed Monster Pictures release. It's black and white, so it'll be very atmospheric, very creepy, I believe, so that's awesome. Keen to check that one out. I don't know where it's from, but it's I do like a good black and white film, especially a modern day black and white movie. They always intrigue me. Another Monster Pictures. I think I've stacked all the Monster Pictures in a row, but anyway. Honeymoon. Yep. It's some sort of science fiction type horror. So it says it's in the tradition of Rosemary's Baby and Invasion of the Body Snatchers, so we shall see if it is. But yeah, looks interesting. Another Monster Picture. Nightmares in red, white and blue. Got a little Freddy Krueger glove going on the front there. It's a documentary. And it's got, it interviews people with, like John Carpenter, Joe Dante, Larry Cohen, George A. Romero, Roger Corman, you know, a lot of people that are really big in the horror industry, certainly in the 80s and the 70s, 80s, and even some of them still today, of course. But it's, I don't know, it's just, it's the evolution of the American horror film. Okay, cool. Narrated by Lance Hendrickson, that's awesome. Henriksen, rather. That's cool. Bishop himself. Yeah, I might even check that out very soon, as in later today, because that's awesome. I'll put that aside. I don't know much about this, but I know it's pretty bad, and that's Diary of the Dead. George A. Romero's Diary of the Dead, in fact, and I believe that it's not the best film. It's Asylum, so that should give you an indication on how bad it is. I believe it's meant to be some sort of a found footage type one. I don't know. There is one is like a found footage type. and it's not very good. But yeah, I'll give it a watch though. Still give it a watch because it's still George A. Romero. So next one, Zombie Honeymoon. This is a new company that I haven't heard of as well, called... Oh no, is it this one? This one is IDT, Home Entertainment. Okay, Zombie Honeymoon. So I'm guessing that you can pretty much sort of gather what it is from the title. Zombie Honeymoon, some sort of a honeymoon and there's zombies. So yeah, might be cool. The next one is another Eastern Eye release that I didn't have, which is awesome. So called Score, some sort of an action-y type. They say it's Japanese version of Reservoir Dogs. Now I've never seen Reservoir Dogs. I know that's shame, but I've seen the majority of it. I've just never watched it all in one sitting. So it's cool to find an Eastern Eye title that I don't have, because these things are becoming far and few between, especially the ones that I don't have. But I'm not sure when this was released. Again, it's bloody covered by the sticker on the back, but that looks awesome. Looks really good. Here we got, this cover looks so good. It's Bounty. Bounty Films is another sort of independent, sort of cheaper company, but it's called the Horror Network. Oh my god, look at that cover. That looks so messed up. I love that. It looks cool. I'm guessing, I don't know, just obviously some sort of horror, of course. Something to do with a TV network or something like that. And it's it's an anthology. Well, there you go. Of 5 horror tales. Oh, that's wicked. Cool. I'm guessing it still has something to do with the TV network, but yeah, that's awesome. Definitely going to check that out. I've just pretty much just been going off the covers when I pick them up. I don't really look at what they are, but if they seem horror, I'll pick it up. Here we have a Assent film, is the company, Assent. I have heard of these. Again, it's another little independent sort of company, I guess, a little smaller known company. The Living and the Dead. Apparently, it's one of the best films that I've ever seen. Who said that? Jeffrey Knox. Never heard of him. Yeah, I don't know. Just some sort of horror. Cool. Yeah, Living in the Dead. And I've picked up a Troma release because I've been getting into my Troma recently, and I'm not sure if I already had this one, but I just saw it there. It was the only one there. Sizork 7? Yeah, Sizork? Zork. Must be Zork. Yeah, Sizork 7. It's a comedy about making a very bad sci-fi movie. So, I don't know if I've heard of this one. I know they did make one. Oh no, that was Canon. That was somebody else. But it seems to be some sort of like spoof about making a sci-fi movie, or it could be a doco. I'm not 100%, but it's Troma, and yeah, I'll get around to it eventually. But it's yeah, $5 for a Troma release. Sure, why not? This one wasn't $5, but it was $10. Press Gang Complete Collection. Now, the only reason I picked this up, you saw in my last video, I picked up season 1 and 2 for $10. Or no, $5, and I marathoned that, watched it straight. So I watched like the 20 odd episodes just all in a row, and then I was like, I need more. So I went out onto eBay and purchased season 3 and 4 for about $8 or $9, and I got that home, and there was only about 6 episodes on each, or 7 episodes in each season. Marathon that and watched that, and I knew there was more. Knew there was another season, because there was an episode there that I hadn't seen, and in the previous 4 seasons. I'm like, oh no, there was another season. So I checked, there was a 5th season, so I went to eBay to purchase the 5th season, and they wanted over $40 for just the 5th season alone, or I could buy the whole season 1 to 5 for $38 or $39, and I was like, nope. They are on YouTube, so I was just watching them on YouTube. I watched the first episode of season 5 on YouTube, and was going to finish that on there. But then when I went into Cheapest Chips, I found the whole 5 seasons for $10. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to get that, because it's definitely has rewatch value, and that's all 43 episodes. Absolutely fantastic, amazing series. I can't recommend this series enough. It is a British version of Degrassi High, basically, in terms of the themes and stuff that they talk about, and certainly even the year it came out. It roughly came out at the same time, I believe, maybe a bit later. But it is just written so good. It is absolutely phenomenal. Please check it out on YouTube if you're even just a little bit interested, or or you know, you don't know exactly what it is, check it out. Just search Press Gang on YouTube. You definitely see it there, and you will have an absolute blast. Give it at least 2 episodes, because the first episode just sets up all the characters, but then the rest, they really, from then on, they just start talking about some really heavy themes in some of them. So it's a really wicked series, one of my favorite all time, and it's just written so good. So happy to finally have the whole set. Another Monster Pictures called I'm Not a Serial Killer. It's just some sort of horror violence type film. Yeah, don't know anything about it, but it was Monster Pictures and $5, and I didn't have it, so I had to pick it up. Another Monster Pictures, Bullets for the Dead. Again, it's just some sort of zombie violence type film. It's got a cool cover though, and it's set in the Wild Wild West, with the Wiki Wild Wild West. So that's cool. You don't see many Western zombie films. I can't even think of a Western zombie film. What else have we got here? Bounty release, which is a company that I haven't really heard of, called Recovery. This has got horror themes and violence, so yeah, don't know anything about it aside from that. The night before their high school graduation, Jessie and her friends are guided by a friend, Find My iPhone app to recover the lost device from a house whose demented tenants are hellbent on making her a flesh and blood member of her family. I don't know. Cool. The cover does not look like what the movie is about, but anyway. A sci-fi. Haven't seen a sci-fi from that collection for a while, from inside the store. The Philadelphia Experiment, I've got that already. The Phoenix Incident, based on true events, aren't they always? Yeah, just looks some sort of like a abduction type, alien sci-fi type film, which is, I love these movies, so we shall see how that one is. Another Bounty, Blood Punch, Hell is Where the Heart Is. This has got strong violence, drug use, and coarse language. Just looks, yeah, pretty brutal. Maybe some sort of drug film. Blood Punch. The Dead 2, India. So I'm guessing this is a sequel. I don't even know anything about this, or even never heard of the first one. I'm guessing it's The Dead. Ah, yeah, sequel to the highly successful The Dead. Okay, so I better find that one. So this one must be just set in India, hence the title. But yeah, zombie movie. That's cool. Another Cinema Cult release on DVD. Pretty Poison. This looks cool. Some sort of like, I don't know. It's got medium level violence, so looks like some sort of revenge flick or something. And it has mental institutions in it with CIA agents, so maybe hunting for a killer. That's cool. I don't mind these sort of older sort of films. It looks like it's been set in the 60s, so definitely have to check that out. Plus, it's another cinema cult that I didn't have. Sucker. Only reason I picked this up is because it's a Australian film, or at least it's set in Australia, and it's got fucking Peter Pettigrew in it. Yeah, I don't really know what it's about. I think it's this kid gets caught cheating on his medical entrance exam or some shit and gets kicked out, and then he meets these 2 hustlers, and then he learns how to be a hustler, and then she learns how to fall in love or some bullshit. So that's just going off the back. But this looks alright, but the fact that it was in Australia, I had to pick it up because, you know, got to support the Australian film industry. Dean Martin film, The Silencers. Oh yeah. Umbrella release, so didn't have it. I've been looking at this every time I go in there. It's like a James Bond type movie, set in the 60s, I believe. Yeah, obviously. It's original. It's sort of like an Austin Powers type film as well. So yeah, had to get it. Didn't have it because it's an Umbrella release, and they're generally pretty good with their releases. Another Umbrella release. Only reason I picked it up was because it's Umbrella, and it kind of looks pretty cool. Called The Lookout. It's a serial killer on the run, a sniper on the loose, and a detective with nothing to lose. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. It just seemed kind of cool, and the fact that it was a Umbrella Entertainment release for $5, thought I'll get it. And the last one, which looks fantastic, Ghost Rock. It's an epic martial arts Western or something. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted and was reading it. But yeah, just some sort of a martial arts Western type film with Gary Busey. So fantastic. I don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, that's it. Aside from 2 more. I lied. I do have 2 more to show. But they're a little bit bigger, so I've just got to reposition the camera. So bear with me. Okay, so the last thing I have to show is this one. Let's go Ghostbusters. So this was a Ghostbusters cartoon series from the 70s, I think, by the same people that did He-Man. And I loved this show as a kid. I grew up watching this show before even the real Ghostbusters came out. Never seen the live action series before, but I've seen a trailer for it on YouTube. And this is the complete series. So all the cartoon and all the live action for $10. 11 discs. Man, this is fantastic. I really love this cartoon. I can't stress enough how much I really enjoyed this cartoon. And for $10, why wouldn't you pick it up just to relive a bit of your childhood, you know, a little bit of a, you know, reminisce. So I got this one, and I had to get another one just because there was only 2 there, and for $10 I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna get 2 because it's a certainly uncommon piece of media. I've never seen them. I probably will never see them again, so I have a spare one, which I'm not sure what I'll do with. I'll probably give it away at some point, but yeah, that's the last 2 items that I got from the Cheapest Chips stores. And thanks for watching, guys, and let me know if there's anything there that is a good film to watch first, or what you guys are watching, or recommend something else, and I'll watch that instead of all this stack of DVDs and Blu-rays. But make sure you stay safe and spend lots of money to support your local businesses if you can. Alright guys, take it easy.